A group seeking to raise awareness of Christian persecution around the world is praising President Joe Biden for officially recognizing the deaths of ethnic Armenians under the Ottoman Empire from 1915 to 1924 as a genocide. The group, For the Martyrs, says in part, quote, "The horrific events have left generations of millions of Armenians with wounded hearts that have yet to be healed. That is why the formal recognition by the president is an important and long-awaited step toward justice." Joining us now is Gia Chacon, founder and president of For the Martyrs. Gia, welcome back. Great to be with you. First off, what was your reaction when you heard President Biden recognize the massacre of Armenians under the Ottomans as genocide, making him actually the first U.S. president to do so? And also, what has been Turkey's response?
This is a long-awaited and long overdue step toward justice for millions of Armenians around the world. What happened under the Ottoman Empire or modern-day Turkey was not just an ethnic genocide, but a Christian genocide, where the goal of the Ottoman Empire was to expel all Christians from the region. And as a result of that, 1.5 million Christian Armenians were massacred, and an additional 1.9 million other minority Christians in the region were massacred as well. Turkey, of course, is denying that the genocide took place, but in reality, Tracy, Turkey is an ongoing human rights abuser. It's no surprise that Turkey is denying the genocide when, in fact, the U.S. Department of State has ongoing investigations into the country of Turkey under President Erdogan's watch. He continues to wrongfully imprison his journalists, judges, priests even, and many Christians. But it's not just the United States that's taking particular note into Turkey's human rights abuses. In fact, the European Union as well as countries across the globe are holding Turkey accountable for their human rights abuses.
Well, as you know, Gia, Pope Francis referred to it as a genocide back in 2016. That said, why do you think previous U.S. presidents were reluctant to do so? And what do you think comes next? What would you like to see?
It is evident that U.S. presidents in the past have been reluctant to call the massacre of 1.5 million Armenians for what it was, a genocide, because Turkey is a NATO ally. But this recognition of the genocide is not only recognizing that these events happened, but it's the United States making a commitment that whether or not we are looking at an ally under our watch, something like this will never be allowed to happen again. This is a step toward justice for millions of Armenians, as I said, across the globe. However, there's much to be done in holding Turkey accountable for their ongoing persecution of Christians in the country.
We have about a minute or so left, Gia, but I quickly want to talk to you about this. As we know, your organization brings awareness to the plight of persecuted Christians around the world. Tell us about your efforts and where you specifically are keeping your eye on right now.
As a result of the recent war between Azerbaijan and Armenian, over 90,000 ethnic Armenians were displaced. So my organization, For the Martyrs, in an effort to bring hope to the displaced children, organized Operation Christmas to Armenia. So we traveled to Armenia in December, and we were able to provide, by the help of our donors, Christmas gifts to the children who were recently displaced. But we're continuing to keep an eye on what is happening in Armenia. This genocide is an open wound for the millions of Christians who are living in Armenia still. And truthfully, the country has a lot to do in recovering from not only the genocide, but the recent war that happened with Azerbaijan as well.
Well, Gia, thank you so much for your time today and for what you do. Gia Chacon, founder and president of For the Martyrs. Thank you again.
Thank you, Tracy.